New Directions in Horror, Unconventional Motherhood in Black Swan and the Babadook by Tasha Clark. Oftentimes in horror, motherhood is constricted to strict binaries, whether that be the mother waving goodbye to her son as he goes off into this new adventure to horrifying conclusions, or the strict, controlling, and horrifying mother like that of Carrie, who locks her daughter in the basement and subjects her to religious torture. These binaries don't only serve as categories to which we attribute motherhood in films, but they also serve as constrictions through which we view the characters who are mothers. These binary categories are subverted in Black Swan and the Babadook through the mother-daughter or mother-child relationships in these films. For example, the main character Amelia in the Babadook's relationship with her son Samuel is underscored by its relation to its loss of Samuel's father. Amelia can never truly move forward from this loss because Samuel is a constant reminder of her husband. In Black Swan, Nina's relationship with her mother Erica revolves around ballet. In the scene on the screen now, Erica tells her daughter that she gave up her career to have Nina. In both films, the mother-child relationship acts as a reminder of what each mother has respectively lost. However, they both cope with this differently. While Amelia tries to exhaustedly fulfill her role and expectations as a mother, Erica constricts and confines her daughter so that she can live vicariously through her. Both films explore this through the themes of loss of identity, sexual repression as a tool for suffocation, and these resulting in drastically different endings for each character. In The Babadook, Amelia's loss of identity through her role as a mother is best exemplified through the moment she lies about having Samuel sick at home and gets the day off from work.
You've got a sick boy. His life's too short.
You're so sweet, Robbie.
You should go. Say hi to Sam for me.
I will.
Instead of picking up Samuel and spending the day with him, or going out and spending some time with old friends, she participates in relatively mundane tasks like walking around a mall and eating ice cream. Amelia uses this brief and rare moment she has to reconnect with herself. However, Amelia is immediately punished for this, going to pick up Samuel to an extremely angry Claire at not being able to reach her. This further enforces in Amelia that this time that she had to herself is something that she did wrong, a moment where she shirked her responsibility. And while it may be that, it reminds her that to everybody outside of herself, her identity outside of being a mother does not matter. In Black Swan, the loss of identity functions somewhat differently. See, Erica's mother has lost her identity as a ballerina by having Nina, and because of this, she pushes that identity onto Nina, not allowing Nina to develop her own personality, her own inner sense of self and identity. When Nina gets the role of the Swan Queen, her mother buys her a cake to celebrate. However, when Nina says her stomach is still in knots and doesn't want to eat the big slice of cake that her mother is offering her, her mother gets unreasonably angry and says that she might just throw away the whole cake. To keep her mother happy, Nina agrees to eat the cake, putting her mother's expectations of her above her own wants and needs. Through this, Nina's growing sense of identity is constrained by her mother, and it's reinforced in her that expressing herself has consequences. In The Babadook, sexual repression is used as a tool to showcase how Amelia is suffocated by her role as a mother. The brief moments that Amelia is actually allotted to have by herself are not actually her own at all. In the night, when all she wants to do is have some time to herself, enjoy herself, take a rest, she decides to masturbate. But this is interrupted by her son, showing her that even in the night, even when she has a little bit of solace, she is still at his whim and not allowed to be herself, or even by herself. Her recognition of herself is separated from her role as a mother, and she cannot reconcile the two, as one suffocates the other. This suffocation is similarly shown in Black Swan. Throughout her life, Nina has not been allowed to grow, constrained by her mother so that she can keep her under her control. This is frequently shown, like through Nina's childish room, or through how her mother babies her and treats her like a child, in one instance even undressing her and cutting her nails for her. When Nina decides to masturbate for the first time one morning, she's startled by her mother sitting and sleeping in the chair in the same room with her. The expression of sexuality is extremely important to someone in Nina's position. Not only does she need it to be able to express herself in the role of the Black Swan, but she's developing out of this childlike personality that she's been kept in for so many years by her mother. In this, the movie can sort of be seen as a delayed puberty, in which sexuality is a huge part. Nina is here shown that the expression of this sexuality is not her own and is not private. She is always under her mother's watchful eye, under the pressure to be exactly what her mother wants her to. These two films have drastically different endings for two films that both grapple with the issue of motherhood, which is defined by loss. In The Babadook, Amelia is able to come to terms with her loss of Samuel's father. Instead of pushing it away, she manages it, and this is best exemplified through the scene of her going down to feed the Babadook being a physical manifestation of her loss. She acknowledges its existence, acknowledges that it's always there. She allows herself to take time to herself to manage the Babadook, sending her son outside while she does so. In doing this, she's able to reconcile her role as a mother and her personal identity, allowing her and her son to have a happy ending moving on. The result of this mother-child relationship does not end so happily in Black Swan. Throughout the film, Nina repeatedly states that she wants to be perfect, despite reassurances from her mother that it's okay if she doesn't get the role, and she'll shine even as part of the core. However, everything that Nina goes through in the film is a result of her pursuit of this perfection, and, as a result, everything that she does to escape her mother's control. Her pursuit of this perfection is the one thing that her mother cannot inhibit or control. And when she has finally achieved it, she takes one last look at her mother before jumping off the platform, symbolically finally breaking away from her and jumping into this world of her own. It's really interesting how these two, let's be honest, drastically different horror films handle such similar themes in such similar ways. While many horror films tackle themes such as loss of identity and sexual repression as a means for suffocation, I can't say that I've seen many that tackle them in the context of a mother-child relationship underdefined by loss. I think it's also interesting how these two films have such drastically different endings and how they really showcase two extremes of the same issue. I think this speaks to a development of a modern subgenre, which I would call modern feminist horror, although I'm sure somebody out there has already named it. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed.